forecast with meteorologist Chad Evans, certified by the National Weather Association. Weather from where you live.
Well, all these storms have formed on old outflow boundaries from the storm complexes we had last night and this morning. And I've noticed this line of storms with embedded supercells and multicells has begun to shift a little farther northward as the outflow boundary has shifted northward. And an outflow boundary can act like a mini warm front, and that's kind of what's happening here. So even though the southern part of our viewing area technically is under severe thunderstorm watch from the Storm Prediction Center, I would pretty much consider everybody under the watch, because given the trajectory, some of these storms beginning to shift north and eastward, I think we're all kind of in that severe weather threat now as these storms begin to move in. And also notice how they go all the way back through Illinois, so they're training over the same area. So we may really start to increase the flash flooding threat as we get into the evening and the early overnight hours. But there's that outflow boundary, this little blue line that's fired these storms off, and a lot of heat today. And there's another little outflow boundary from storms we had up north this morning about right here. So these storms are forming right there as well. And where they kind of meet, you've got the heaviest storms kind of going on here in Benton County, northern Warren County, torrential storms, southern White County, northern Tippecanoe, a heavy storm now approaching Linden and Romney down to the south. You can see where we've got these reds at. And I tell you, in some of these storms, some wet downbursts are possible. Just a real sharp increase in the wind comes out of the storm and fans out. That's going to be the main threat this evening. Can't rule out a little hail, or if the wind shear around with some of these real discrete individual cells, a little weak isolated tornado threat. We've got a pretty heavy storm similar to that here near Michigan Town, and a heavy storm right over Remington right now. So it's going to be a pretty active evening, and we've got a lot of lightning with this to boot as well. Let's go to 3D now. Notice temperatures have cooled where it's raining. 75 at Fowler now. Still 91 at Monticello. That was at the top of the hour. You're cooling off now as storms approach from the south. 85, but we've cooled off recently. Just checked down to 80 now at the TV station with a little bit of rain. Still 87 Rochester, 95 Crawfordsville, 95 Perrysville, where you peaked at 97 today with a peak heat index of 117 down there. There goes that little bow we had this morning with wind damage up north, and its outflow boundary has migrated back northward, and it's serving as a focus for these storms right here this evening. And the storms will keep going through the evening hours. We'll have that severe threat. The flash flooding threat will be there as well. Here's 8 o'clock. In Futurecast, not painting very much, but I guarantee you there'll be a lot of storms around through our viewing area. Storms will gradually begin to pull away close to midnight or 1 a.m., and after that we may get a break overnight with some patchy fog. Now tomorrow itself, partly cloudy, clouds bubbling up. It won't be quite as hot as it was today, but with the actual surface cold front still coming through in the afternoon, I can't rule out a couple of widely scattered storms along it. Main severe threat's going to stay southeast of us, but a couple storms may pop along it tomorrow. Those will pass through, and nothing more than an isolated storm or two on Friday before we enjoy a dry, slightly cooler, and less humid weekend. But storms tonight, gradually tapering off a little bit later, then some fog, lows in the 70s, 91 tomorrow, partly cloudy. Again, the severe threat will stay to our south and southeast, but a couple storms may pop during the afternoon. A couple storms Friday at 88, but then turning a little cooler. Highs in the upper 80s over the weekend, and overnight lows with some areas of fog around. Cooler, nice in the low 60s before it gets stormy again next week and the heat and humidity return. As a matter of fact, next week we could be up in the low to mid 90s again. And parts of southern Indiana where the heat wave is today could be pushing 100 again next week. So it's the same weather pattern over and over this summer.
That's great.
Yeah, guy full of good news.